They've been feuding a little bit, but this is more of a hardcore matchup, wild side tournament right here. And here comes White Trash with a 15-foot high step ladder. White Trash not even in this matchup. Hard clothesline. Hard clothesline on Damian Steele. Damian Steele for the ride. And man, you never know what's going to happen as White Trash has just bombarded this matchup. Snapmare takeover. It's not pretty, but he's getting the job done. White Trash just hit the ring. And here he goes with a double head snap. And man, White Trash is all over Mr. Extreme and Damian Steele. Drops him down, almost into a tiger bomb. White Trash with a drop kick to the head on Terry Lawler. And I'm being joined at ringside by Vice President of the NWA, Mr. Bill Behrens. And Bill, we got a three-way dance here, hardcore style.
Well, and I was going ahead and making a phone call trying to see if we could solve the problem just raised by Jeff G. Bailey. It appears they're trying to manipulate this situation with K. Crush.
Good God!
And the document I received does strongly say K. Crush can't wrestle, but I have a feeling that Jim Ross didn't get all of the correct information. I couldn't get Jim on the phone. Appears he's out right now. I do have a call in to Vince McMahon at home. And, well, Linda's assured me he's going to call back as soon as he can. I have somebody with my cell phone in the back. I'm going to see if I can go over. Well, I'm going to go over JR's head, and he never likes it when I do that, but I think we're going to have to do it this one time.
Bill, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, as we got a plate to the head, and Mr. Extreme's been busted open with that piece of barbed wire.
Well, there's a mess at ringside already, and I see a ladder down over here.
Yeah, a 15-foot step ladder.
Well, Mr. Extreme has been busted open.
And I mean wide open. And you know, we're coming off that ladder matchup with our Hardy Boys that started right here on NCW. And I guess in celebration of that, White Trash brought his 15-foot ladder to ringside.
Well, and fans that are watching this video will probably want to contact the NCW offices. The address is on the television shows at most time. And you're going to want to check out some of those old shows with the Hardy Boys on them. If you like what you're seeing now from the Hardy Boys, you won't believe the stuff they did before they got into the World Wrestling Federation.
You got that right. Hardcore Hell 97. Hardcore Hell, it was just absolutely unbelievable. You got to get
those tapes are available for sale, aren't they?
Oh, exactly. If you want to see the young Matt Hardy, the young Jeff Hardy, the young Joey Abs, get Hardcore Hell 97.
One time or another, quite a number of the young superstars have come through the NWA and NCW.
White Trash going for the pin, if there's such a thing in this hardcore matchup. But I'm wondering what this stepladder is for. This thing's 15 feet high.
Well, I don't even know if they could set it up in the ring.
Terry Lawler is a bloody mess.
Well, and he's bailed out right now trying to get his wits about him. As you know, Steve, these aren't necessarily my favorite matches. I think they showcase occasionally some of the worst of what we do to ourselves or what the professional wrestlers do to themselves. I just think it's unnecessary risk-taking, but these guys seem to live for it.
Well, I don't understand it either, but you know, you take Mr. Extreme Terry Lawler, he brings the bag of goods to the ring, so obviously he knows he's going to get it used on him, but, you know, I guess he figures in the end he's going to come out victorious.
Yeah, it's always been amazing to me. He actually brings the weapons of his own destruction.
Here comes the ladder into play.
And this is a metal ladder.
Yeah, this is, man, I tell you what, you talking about a dangerous situation. We got one right here. Three-way dance. Wild side style.
There's not a lot of dancing going on here. Unless it's a form of slam dancing.
And let me say this, Wild Side Tournament been going on television.
Well, and two of the three people in here are right in the middle of the Wild Side Tournament, and on upcoming TV shows, Mr. Extreme is going to have to, in a semifinal match, take on Stardust himself, Dusty Dotson, and I believe Damian Steele is going to be taking on one half of the Samoan Death Squad, Faku.
Man, we got all hell breaking loose here as we got this big ladder into play, and everybody's battling for position with a big super kick to the side of the head on Terry Lawler.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to just, you know, I don't know what's going to happen ever in these kind of situations, but I wouldn't be surprised if Damian Steele and Mr. Extreme ended up in the finals of that Wild Side Tournament. Certainly, they're two guys that have been double tough out here in these things.
Nobody at home as Damian Steele this guy could be in a car wreck and walk away from it. He's just absolutely unbelievable.
Well, and he took an eternity to go down with that knee drop.
And he paid for it dearly. And here comes the big ladder into play as he's going to put it into the lower midsection. Whoa. And man, that looks stiff, so to speak.
I was worried about the cameraman for a few minutes when he's swinging around with that big ladder.
Man, he planted that 15-foot ladder. And I mean, in the dangerous situation right here, as Damian Steele puts white trash into the steel. He didn't get it all.
No, Trash was able to stop him going in. That was smart on his part because he was about to hit metal.
Damian Steele. You talking about home video, get Freedom Fight 99 and watch him go through 2 burning tables on fire with thumbtacks, courtesy of the original gangsta New Jack.